favorite and only Straw Hat has finally became a Yonko. One Piece chapter 1026. Luffy and Kaido clashed. Full conquerors out and split the skies. Luffy finally split the skies. He split the heavens. That's what I should say, right? So Luffy's finally a Yonko. Wow, I really didn't expect him to be a Yonko so early, you know what I mean? After coming from Whole Cake Island, it was said, that Luffy's the 5th Emperor of the Sea, 1.5 billion bounty, and that's pretty high. He has the highest bounty in the whole raid, in the whole raid of Onigashima right now. The whole pirate, mink, ninja, samurai alliance, the whole alliance, he has the highest bounty. His bounty is even higher than King's, and King has a 1.33 berry bounty. So yeah, and to be honest, I didn't really call Luffy a Yonko yet because I'm like, I still can't see him going toe to toe with a Yonko, but look at now, Luffy is literally going toe to toe with a Yonko. Who would expect that, you feel me? But on the other hand, let's talk about how Luffy is grown. But before that, let's actually talk about moments in One Piece where people have split the heavens, okay? We go to chapter 434 of One Piece, where Whitebeard and Shanks finally meet. They talk about Blackbeard and his recklessness. They talk about Ace and his recklessness. Whitebeard doesn't agree. He gets mad, and then Shanks pulls out his griffin, right? Then he says, nobody will be able to stop this era of recklessness. Whitebeard says, I have nothing to fear. I'm Whitebeard. He pulls out Murakumo Giri. Shanks pulls out Griffin. Bam, they clash. When you look up, the heavens are split. The skies are split. First time we ever seen 2 Yonkos split the heavens. Then we cut to One Piece chapter 951 where Kaido and Big Mom, who haven't seen each other in years, they finally meet each other. Napoleon comes back out talking about, I don't even want to talk about that, but Napoleon comes out and says, I was too scared to come out. He finally comes out. Big Mom and Kaido, bam, they clashed each other's weapons. And then what happened? You look up, the heavens are split. Now this moment was a fantastic one. We cut to chapter 966 with Roger and Whitebeard coming together. They're happy, they're excited to see each other. When you look at it, both of them conquerors coding on their weapons. Roger has Ace, his sword, his machete, and Whitebeard has his Bicento, the Murakumo Giri, all hockeyed up, coated with conquerors, right? And then bam, they clashed with each other. Like, I'm not even gonna say the heavens were split, but the whole area was distorted. Like, it's like 2 magnets trying to come together and they can't touch each other whatsoever. You feel me? And then that's like the littlest thing they can do. That wasn't even full power, you feel me? Not that, Shanks and Big Mom, Shanks, Big Mom, Kaido, and Whitebeard, when they clashed before, not saying that, they were at full power, but, but them just touching each other's weapons split the heavens, you feel me? But Whitebeard and Roger coming together, just splitting the heavens, that was just, not the heavens, but just distorting the whole area. The island couldn't even take it, you feel me? Such power. No wonder why those 2 were like top in the universe of One Piece, you feel me? I'm just saying, man. Now, finally, we cut to One Piece, the latest chapter, 1026. Kaido turns into hybrid form. He says, you really think you have a chance against me? Luffy says, as long as I'm still breathing, anything can happen. Kaido has his carnival hockeyed up with conquerors. Luffy has his hand hockeyed up with Rio and conquerors. They both clash, they can't touch each other. They aren't even touching, like 2 magnets trying to get together. They're not even touching each other. You look at this beautiful panel, you see Luffy finally splitting the skies with a Yonko. This finally confirms that Luffy is a Yonko. But Luffy is the weakest Yonko, okay? Luffy is finally a Yonko now, but he is the weakest. I repeat, Luffy is the weakest Yonko. He is not on the level, like, he is on the level of a Yonko, but he's not like the strongest Yonko. He's like literally the weakest, alright? Like, I'm dead serious. I'm not gonna be, you know, stretching like freaking like, you know, I can't even put it into words because like Luffy's not on that level, okay? Like he is, but he isn't. If you understand the gist, then you do, okay? But why isn't Luffy on that level of a Yonko yet? Well, for starters, Kaido just won't go down, okay? Like I've kept a record on how much times Kaido's gotten hit on screen, not off screen, by the way, because we can't count how much times he got hit because he was off screen. But other than that, like Kaido just won't go down. I got a whole list. I got a whole list on how much times Kaido has gotten hit, and he just won't go down. Okay, but Luffy's growth. Let's talk about Luffy's growth. Luffy's growth is insane in this arc. Luffy's grown like in a span of what? Like he's only 19 and Luffy's already a Yonko? That's insane. And when you think about like other characters with, you know, high conquerors hockey, I mean with amazing conquerors hockey, you know, or just has conquerors hockey in general, like they're not even there, man. They've been pirates for years, but Luffy in the span of 2 years being a pirate, not 2 years, yeah, in 2 years of just being a pirate, he's grown so much. Like just in one, okay, if we want to, we can start from whole cake. Him fighting Katakuri. Luffy learned future sight. He can see into the future now. In the span of what, 10 hours of fighting Katakuri, he can see into the future right now? That's insane. Like, just like that. Hockey blooms in the heat of a battle. I'm not the author. That's what he said. You feel me? So, I don't know. Right? And then he can finally see into the future, but his future sight isn't really on. Even though he has future sight, it's still not on the level of Katakuri. Because, like, think about it like this, right? Luffy has Snake Man. He was able to contradict the future, meaning he would throw a punch at Katakuri, make him think that, yeah, that's the only thing I'm gonna do. But he turns his mind. He's like, makes his hand go all around to Katakuri and punches him in the face, right? He can do that. He can redirect his attacks. Like, he's contradicting the future. That's why Katakuri is like, what? I thought you already threw a punch. Yeah, but even then, with like just getting 2 hits from Luffy, he's like, oh yeah, that's not happening anymore. And he just started dodging all of Luffy's attacks with ease. So still not on that level. And plus on the rooftop when after Luffy gave Kaido the red rock, right? Kaido said, hey Mugiwara, Thunder Bagua. He's like, even though I saw into the future, he was just so fast. But so yeah, I don't think your future sight is that high yet. So, but a little bit more training. I mean, hockey blooms in the heat of the battle. So in this battle with Kaido, we're gonna see more of that, okay? But he mastered future sight. Okay, let's talk about his growth in Wano now, right? He fought Kaido. Him fighting Kaido the first time when Kaido did the boar breath against Shinobu. You know, the Scabbards, Law's crew and Luffy's crew, right? When he did the boar breath, he blasted the castle into smithereens, right? Luffy got mad, went up top of Kaido, Gomu Gomu no, gear 3rd, elephant gun, punched Kaido to the ground. Then he said Gomu Gomu no, Gatling gun, right? Then after that, he transformed into gear 4th, Kong gun organ, just beating Kaido, but it's not doing a thing to Kaido, by the way. Kaido just looking at him like, okay, you feel me? So it's not doing anything. Kaido gets up, bam, Thunder Bagua, one-shots Luffy, just like that. He was in Udon for 1 week, training with Hyogoro, right? Trained with Hyogoro. Hyogoro was teaching him Ryo, how to master Ryo, how to make it flow flow, you know, and telling him even that, hey, the way Haki truly blooms is in the heat of a battle. Same thing with Rayleigh said. So now, right, with that in mind, we finally get to chapter 1000, where Luffy is like, I'm Straw Hat Luffy, and I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Red Rock, bam! Just like that on Kaido. Kaido felt that junk in his head, but he still won't go down. You feel me? He's still not going down. He just got back up. Okay, he endured it. His durability is like, you can't even see my hand anymore. You feel me? My hand past the camera, it's gone. That's how high his durability is. It's insane. You feel me? So with that in mind, that's like Luffy's growing. He keeps on growing. And then we get to chapter 1010, right? Luffy gets up, and then Luffy is like, I get it now. You're coding all of your attacks and conquerors, aren't you? Kaido's like, ha ha ha, yes, but only the strongest of people can do it. It's only for the strongest, you know? Kaido gets up, he's ready to swing it. He does swing it at Luffy. Luffy soru, vanishes. What happened? Bam! Conquers. They're not even touching. They're not even touching, my guy. You understand that? Now, Luffy isn't touching Kaido. What happens? He just, bam! To the gut. Bam! Uppercut. It's just that Luffy's like, I'll definitely defeat you now. You can go back down. Tell everyone, I definitely got this. And then, you don't got it. Luffy went down. Chapter 1013. He's gone. He's down. He's out. Like, Luffy off screen. Talking like Thanos. You feel me? Like, Kaido's Thanos, man. You feel me? And Kaido's like, I failed. I should have cut your head off when I had the moment. Because if they don't see your head, they're still gonna believe that you're gonna win, aren't they? You feel me? Like, yeah, that was raw as heck, man. Kaido just covering his face like, damn, I'm so, like, Kaido's disappointed. Like, what the frick? I got worked up for nothing, man. You clown. You understand? But, yeah, and then we come back, 1026. Luffy grew even stronger. He gets knocked out, he gets stronger. He gets knocked out, he gets stronger. First time he got knocked out and one-shotted, Luffy, not Luffy, yeah. What the heck? First time he got knocked out and he got one-shotted, Luffy went to train for a week, mastered Rio, faster than anyone ever could, right? And then after that, Luffy got knocked out. He got one-shotted by hybrid form Kaido. And what happened? That panel is so beautiful. Can we look at that panel, please? Like look at that. That's so amazing. But anyway, Kaido said, 3 worlds, riding him up. Bam! One shots Luffy. He got knocked out. He gets back up. He understands what he has to do now. His attacks are too shallow. What he did, covered his arm with Conquerors and Rio coating. And then what happens? Bam, uppercut, bam to the gut. I meant bam, gut, then uppercut. Right? That rhymes. But after that, when you look at it, then Kaido gets disappointed. Beats him off screen. Luffy got off screened, my guy. You feel me? And he got thrown off of onigashima, right? And then after he got off screen, he got thrown off at onigashima. What does he do? Caribou comes out of nowhere. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where he been, but he just popped up, right? And then feeds Luffy meat, gave him some food. He got back up. Went up there, now he's spitting the clouds, bro. Luffy's growth, Luffy's a Saiyan, bro. Like he's in the wrong series. Luffy isn't the main character of One Piece, bro. He's not a character in One Piece. Luffy's a Saiyan. If he could have been any other character, right, in another series, Luffy would have been a Saiyan, bro. I kid you not. Luffy would have been a Saiyan. Luffy is a Saiyan low-key. You never know. Luffy just Zenkai boost, Zenkai boost, Zenkai boost, Zenkai boost. Just like that, man. It's just like he has his like Willa D boost. I don't know, probably hockey boost. He probably is when you have a Will when you're part of the clan of the Will of D, right? When you're part of the Will of D clan, get Zenkai boost, or probably just being a Conqueror's hockey user. When you have the color of the Supreme King, you understand? Zenkai boost, okay? That's how that works, right? All I gotta say is Luffy's growth is amazing. It's insane. Alright? Luffy's on the level of a Yonko now. He's Yonko level. That's not a thing to me. To me, power scaling shouldn't exist in One Piece since I'm not really. I am a power scaler, but I'm not at the same time. I'm not gonna go into detail with that. But I'm not gonna get into detail with that. I meant to say, right? But besides that, the reason why I'm gonna say like Luffy isn't really like on the level of a Yonko, because like, think about it like this. Before, to me personally, think about it like this. In the past, Yonkos, like for example, Shanks and Whitebeard, Murakumo, Giri, and Griffin, they had to touch each other. All they did was clash, no hockey. All they did was clash. We don't know if they used hockey, I should say, but all they did was clash and just split the skies. Then we could come back to the recent chapters. Think about it like this: in the recent chapters, like Kaido and Big Mom, they met each other, they clashed. Napoleon and Kaido's carnival, they clashed each other. All they did, they have hockey. They can show their hockey, right? You don't see no lightning, no nothing. All they did was bam, clash. And what happened? They split the sea. I said they split the sea. They split the skies, right? And then you got Whitebeard and Roger. I mean, that's just the most. That's the little thing they can do. They're only doing like the littlest thing. You feel me? Like that's just what, like probably 1% of their power. They're not even trying. They're just coding their thing with Conqueror's hockey, and it's like magnets just can't even touch each other, distorting the area. That's just 1% of their power. But Luffy, he has to fully code his hand with Conquerors and Rio in order to split the skies with Kaido. You feel me? So yeah, that's why I'm saying he's not really there yet. And honestly speaking, I didn't expect him to split the sky so easily. I expected him to do that with Shanks. You feel me? Like Luffy pulls up on Shanks. Hey Shanks, I finally got stronger. You know, I mastered my Gomu Gomu no Mi, my pistol. Right? That would have been so cool. He's like, I finally mastered my pistol. He was like, oh yeah? He's like, you did say when you were younger that you were gonna make your punches as strong as a pistol. He's like, prove it. Luffy runs up to Shanks and he fully coats his hand in armament, Rio, and Conqueror's coating, right? He pulls up on Shanks and Shanks just pulls out his sword and bam! Both of them clash and then they can't even touch each other. That's when I thought he was gonna split the sky. But he did that so early right now. I'm like, sheesh. He's on the level of a Yonko, but right now he's the weakest. He's the weakest Yonko, trust me. And do I honestly think Luffy's gonna defeat Kaido right now by himself? Yamato's up there. So I could see Yamato like transforming into her Ogachi no Makami form again and going fighting with Luffy to beat Kaido. And I don't see Luffy. Luffy isn't the type of guy to not he doesn't really care about partnerships, okay? So me seeing Yamato telling Luffy that, hey, I want to help you, I want to defeat my father too. I hate all the things he's done to Wano. And Luffy would have been like, okay, let's do this together then. I don't see Luffy having a problem with working with Yamato, you feel me? So yeah, I can see that honestly happening. But other than that, let's talk about how like Kaido hasn't gone down. Like I said, I have the list right here. This is the full list. You feel me? And let me read this list to you right now, okay? Listen. Chapter 1000, Red Rock. Chapter 1001, Onigiri, Behead and Claws, Kong Gun, Punk Vice, Tact. Chapter 1002, Kong Rifle, Gibson Slam, Gamma Knife, Scyther Sonic, Rhino Schneider, Kong Gatling. Chapter 1003, Tatsumaki. That was only one move, and that was by Zoro when he cut Kaido's scales. Chapter 1010, Injection Shot, Ashura. Dead Man's Game. And 2 Rio Conqueror's coding attacks when Luffy got up and he used Conqueror's coding with Rio when he finally understood what Kaido was doing. And then we're off screen until 1025. This is Yamato versus Kaido now. Thunder Bagua. Hollowed Glacier Slash. Kano Bow hit by Yamato. It's just like a regular Kano Bow slap by Yamato in chapter 1025. Combined hit with Yamato and Luffy when she used Conqueror's coding and Luffy used Conqueror's coding once. Snake Man. That was pretty cool, I guess, right? And then chapter 1026, Elephant Gun by Luffy. Then we got Momo biting Kaido, piercing through his scales. And then we got a regular Conqueror's Punch after Momo had finished beating Kaido. The total hits of all these powerful attacks that Kaido has gotten by himself is 27 hits. Kaido has gotten hit 27 times on the rooftop. We're counting the rooftop, by the way, not like early beginning of Wano when Luffy was fighting Kaido. If you want to count that, sure, but that really didn't hurt Kaido whatsoever. It's when we got to the rooftop when when the rooftop 5 were fighting Kaido, he was like, oh wow, so you guys really can bypass my durability. He literally said that himself, that these guys are monsters, right? So yeah, Kaido's gotten hit 27 times. And he's gotten hit with Conqueror's attacks as well. And he still won't go down. He's gotten double team, triple team, quadruple team, quintuplet team, quintuplet, right? And he's getting hit all the time, right? So I'm just wondering, is Luffy defeating Kaido by himself? I don't know, but he's growing. We talked about Luffy's growth. Luffy is he's seriously growing. He gets knocked out, he gets back up stronger. Knocked out, gets back up stronger. Knocked out, gets back up stronger. He got knocked out 3 times by Kaido. When he got back up, he got stronger, right? The first time he got knocked out by Kaido was when he got one-shotted, right? He trained for a week in Udon, learned and mastered Ryo. Second time by Kaido was when he used his 3 Worlds Ragnarok on Luffy. He got up, he understood what he had to do now, coated his fist in Conqueror's coating, and then what did he do? He got back up, bam, bam, gut punch, uppercut to Kaido, and he mastered Conqueror's coating. Now he understands what he has to do. Now his attacks aren't shallow, but they're still not hurting Kaido. He went back down again. Kaido off-screened him, got back up. Now he's splitting the skies. He's growing and growing. He got Zenkai boosts, okay? So Luffy's growing stronger, but the thing is, can he still defeat Kaido? I don't know. I have an idea, like how he can defeat Kaido personally. I could see Luffy doing something where it's like, where he's coding his attacks in Conquerors, but he's like I always wanted to know why Luffy haven't done this. Why hasn't Luffy ever combined Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd together? Do you understand what I'm saying? He did it one time, and that was against Gecko Maria, when he went Gear 2nd, and then he went Gear 3rd, right? Luffy listen to this. Luffy went Nightmare Luffy, and it still wasn't enough to like put down Maria for good whilst he was inside of Oars, right? As soon as he went Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd together there, when he did Gum Gum No, Jet Shelled, Gigantic Jet Shell, that was cool. And I was like, wow, you should do that more often. And I thought when he went to the New World, he was gonna, that honestly could have been his Gear 4th. That would have been a way better Gear 4th than the Gear 4th now. That's me. That's my personal opinion. Don't get on me, alright? Don't get on me. That's me. Because just think about it like this, right? Jet Red Rock. Gum Gum Jet Red Rock. He can do like Gum Gum Jet Grizzly Magnum. You feel me? Imagine like all that mass with speed. You feel me? And like that right there, that could be powerful. You feel me? He can do like Gum Gum Jet Elephant Gun Gatling with Conquerors and Ryo. He can do that against Kaido. That would be honestly cool. And so before he even goes into Gear 4th or something, why not do that? Gum Gum Jet Red Rock, Gum Gum Jet Elephant Gun Gatling, Gum Gum Jet Grizzly Magnum, where when he does a Jet Grizzly Magnum and Conqueror's coating, it's not even touching Kaido, but he can feel the impact. He's like, what the frick? You feel me? Like, something like that itself would be amazing. And I could honestly see Luffy doing such a thing. You understand? Gum Gum, Gigantic Rifle. Stuff like that right there, that would honestly be gas. I've always thought of that too. But I always wanted to make a video about that, but I never did. But now since I'm mentioning it, that would have been cool. You feel me? Me And I thought of another thing where Luffy does, where he can do partial forms of Gear 4th. Now, what I mean by this is, imagine he turns like his forearm right here, just his forearm into Gear 4th, and he just blows into his arm. When he blows into his arm, he makes this arm just into Gear 4th, and he's like gum gum, and he just in base form while he's in base form. Listen, like this would be cool. While he's in base form, you see he's retracting his arm inside, and he's like gum gum, Kong gum, boom, in base form, and he's like gum gum. He pulls up on Kaido. You see like the three arms of the Kong organ in base form, Kong organ, boom 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 boom, and then Kaido's like, what the heck, is this a new thing you're doing? Yes. And Luffy's like, yes. Like, to me, that would be fire. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie, that would be freaking fire if he does things like something like that. I could see Luffy defeating him in that sort of way, because like where he mastered Gear 4 to the point where he could turn his arm partially, that's freaking fire. I could honestly see him doing something like that, where he's like Gomu Gomu no in base form, turn both of his forearms into Gear 4. He's like Gomu Gomu no Leo Bazooka, and just BAM on Kaido. And Kaido's like, what the heck? What the heck? This hurts more than ever. Like, because like when you think about it, if he does something like that, that would be cool. Or probably a new Gear 4th form where he like combines Gear 4th, Snake Man, and Bow Man together. Because think about it like this, right? Gear 4th Snake Man has all the speed, but it lacks the strength. And Gear 4th Bow Man has all the strength, but it lacks the speed. If you can combine both of those together, it would be amazing. Where he's like Gear 4th King Man, or Gear 4th Monkey Man, where he could resemble the Monkey King, because the Monkey King has like amazing speed and he has amazing strength. Luffy's based off of the Monkey King, if you didn't know. Either way, Monkey D. Luffy, he has the Gomu Gomu no Mi. The Monkey King has a power pole. He has a pole that can stretch. Similar things, you feel me? So like if he does something like that, that would be amazing. Where he does things like that, where he names his attacks after different monkeys, where he's like Gum Gum Mandrill, bam, Gum Gum Baboon, like that. I could see something like that where Luffy does something like that. I can honestly see that. But anyway, guys, this video is like 30 minutes long now, and it's time to cut the video, you know. But honestly, Luffy's grown a lot in this arc. He's grown a lot in onigashima itself. I mean, in Wano itself. But can he defeat Kaido? That's the only question. He's grown so strong, but can he defeat Kaido? I don't know. But anyway, guys, it's been Yususe, and I'm out.
Going crazy.